Hi again, and welcome to part 2 of our 4-part series, Getting Fit in the Home. And today we're going to be talking about some upper body strengthening program. I'm going to give you 2 parts. One is involving your body weight or some dumbbells or soup cans actually. And the second part is going to be involving some surgical tubing or some bands that you can do. And so we're just going to get started. The first exercise we're going to do today is not going to involve anything other than your body. And what we're going to do is, with your hands out here in front of your chest, we're going to put our palms together, and basically we're going to squeeze as hard as we can and hold that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. And what that's doing is it's squeezing through our shoulders, through our chest, against our own body weight. Now, for those of you who may have purchased a physio ball, you are able to put that ball in between here rather than your hands, and you can squeeze that together as well. We're looking for a 5-second hold, and we're going to shoot for 10 of those. The second exercise we're going to do today is a wall push-up or a table push-up. Now, if you have a spot on the wall where that you're able to have at least shoulder width apart with your hands, what we're going to do is lean against the wall with your hands right about shoulder width apart, maybe even just a tad wider. You're going to lean up against the wall and let your body come in and back out. We're keeping our legs straight, our back is straight. We're not leaning here with our butt out. We are coming down and back up. Now you can use the edge of your bed as well. You're going to have a little bit more of an angle, and that bed will take a little bit more of the pressure off of your body. And we're going to shoot for trying just to start off with 10 of those. The next exercise is going to involve using some dumbbells. A good starting weight should be between 1 and 5 pounds, depending on the individual. If you're unable to get out to one of those facilities, if you have soup cans, you can use soup cans at home. Soup cans are approximately 1 pound, so you can use those as some dumbbells, or you can use some milk jugs and put some water in those, and you can use those to do some exercises as well. The first one we're going to do is a bicep curl. We're going to be holding our dumbbells at our waist with our palms up, and keeping your elbows in towards your body. We're pulling them up towards the shoulders and back down. Everything we're going to do is going to be slow and under control. We don't want speed on this. We want to have those muscles controlled and working throughout. We're going to shoot for 1 set of 10 to begin with. As we progress, we can increase to 2 sets of 10. The next exercise we're going to do is some dumbbell or soup can rows. What we're going to do is only have 1 dumbbell in our hand. We're going to stagger our feet just a little bit more, about your toe at your heel should be fine. We're going to lean over, or you can use your bed, chair, or a table to support with your opposite hand. And basically what we're going to do is kind of start the mower. We're going to pull this at about a little bit of an angle. We're pulling it right in to our rib cage here and back out into the front. So just like you're starting a mower or sawing a piece of wood. One common mistake is this elbow sometimes tends to wing out. You want to keep that elbow in here, which will keep your shoulder blade from in proper position. So we're going to do 10 on this side, then we will switch our feet position, switch your hand position, and we'll do 10 on this side as well. Again, we'll progress to 2 sets of 10. The next exercise is a tricep kickback. Tricep is a muscle in the back of your arm. From the same position we were in our rowing motion. We still have our table, our feet are still staggered. The ending position of our row, which was right here, is our starting position for the tricep kickback. Emphasis here is keeping your elbow in towards your body. the arm is going to kick back till it's straight, flexing the muscle up here and back. It swings like a pendulum. The common mistake on this is the shoulder tends to swing here. That takes the emphasis off of the tricep, puts it more on the shoulder, which we're not trying to work right now. Again, we'll start with one set of 10 on this side and switching to the other side. The final exercise we're going to do are working the shoulders. We're going to do some dumbbell front and side raises. You're going to use both dumbbells for this exercise. Feet are going to be shoulder width apart. We're sitting up straight. Belly is engaged, core is engaged. And we're going to slowly raise the weights up in front of your shoulders to a 90-degree angle. We do not want to bring them up over our head or over our shoulders and back down. We're going to then come out to the side and make a T. Again, making sure to not bring them up higher than your shoulders and back to your waist. Out to the front and out to the side. Now we'll move on to our band portion of the upper body workout. We have TheraBand or surgical tubing. Both can be purchased through Concord Therapy Group Health and Wellness. They run about $1 a foot, and this one here is probably about 6 foot long, and so about $6 a band, but you can get great use out of this and great tension out of this. And same with the TheraBand, we have different styles, or I'm sorry, colors and tensions on this, so we can get a tension that fits what your need is. I'm going to use the surgical tubing today, so I'm going to step this aside. And the first exercise we're going to do today is a rowing exercise. Your tubing will have handles on here to hold on to. And what you're going to do is you're going to kind of flip a little bit of slack out in front and step on the tubing. Depending on tension, you can adjust it. For less tension, maybe we will only put 1 foot on here. You can either roll up the tubing to get tension, or again, you can flip it out in front, stand on it, and adjust your tension that way. For the rowing, which is going to be for the back, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. Your feet are going to be about shoulder width apart if we're sitting this way. Slight bend in the knees, butt is out, back is straight. What we're going to do is pull both hands up at the same time, squeezing your shoulder blades together, back down to the front. Pulling up, a little bit of a squeeze, and back down. Again, slow and under control. We don't want to be, we're not in a race to get it done. We're going to start with 1 set of 10, working to 2 sets of 10. Next exercise is going to be a chest press. Working our chest muscles. What we're going to do is we're going to take that tubing or TheraBand, we're going to place it behind your back. You're going to be probably just below your shoulder blades. We're going to bring it out in front, and again, depending on tension and strength, we can adjust by rolling our hands or giving yourself a little bit of slack. You don't want to have too much slack, because you want to have enough tension to feel like we're working here. Feet are shoulder width apart. We're sitting up straight with your palms down, and your forearms are going to be about parallel to the ground. We're going to press the tubing out in front. We're going to kind of touch our hands together, back out, and back to our starting position. Now initially, we might have a 2-part movement where we push out, in, out, and back. Eventually then, we're going to kind of round that off to where it's a smoother movement and coming in and back down. Now again, for more tension, roll it up a tad. You're pressing out and back. 1 set of 10, working up to 2 sets of 10. Next exercise is going to be an arm curl, working on our biceps. We're going to take our tubing, similar to what we had in the row, flipping it out in front. Both feet are on the tubing here, adjusting your tension as needed. We're holding with our palms facing up, feet are shoulder width apart, belly is tight, sitting up straight. We're going to curl our arms up and resisting on the way back down. Again, keeping your elbows in at your side. Sometimes they'll want to kind of come up like this. We don't want that. We want to keep the focus on the biceps here. Pulling up, resisting down. 1 set of 10, working the 2. The next exercise is going to be working on the shoulders. We can either start with the tubing here, or for more tension, we double it up. With your arms straight out in front of your shoulders, what we're going to do is pull the tubing apart, kind of squeezing your shoulder blades together, and back out to the front. Pulling apart, and back out to the front. You want to keep it about shoulder height. You don't want to have it up here above your eye level or your chin level. You want to keep it right about at your shoulder. We're pulling out, squeezing, and back in. We're going to start with just 1 set of 10 with this. This one's a little bit more difficult than the others. The last exercise is going to be working on our triceps. We're going to stand with just 1 foot on our tubing. You're going to step through with the other foot, and we're going to pull the tubing from behind. We're sitting up straight, elbows are in tight. A lot of times they're going to want to wing out. We want to keep them in tight. We're pushing up, straightening the arms out, resisting on the way back. And you can see I do have my knuckles together to kind of use as a little bit of friction there. We're pushing up and back down. 1 set of 10, working the 2. And that concludes our upper body workout.